Oh, Izamawala. Oh, Mawala Wala. Oh, this song. It reminds me of my nephew, Ukundi. He was singing this song while he was busy stealing my younger brother's Umfundo's booze. And then Umfundo caught my nephew Ukundi busy stealing his alcohol. And said, hey, when we are busy singing this song, Izamawala, Mawala Wala, while you are busy stealing my alcohol. And there was a big fight. Good was already drunk, and Fundo as well was not in the best of state. He was also already like a higher in as far as the alcohol percentage is concerned. I said, hey, when you thief, you busy stealing, and you get everybody fooled by this song. Because all of us were just listening to him singing this song, Izamawala, Mawala Wala, and at that time not knowing that he's busy stealing alcohol on the other side. Oh, there is none other than Dladla Mshunqisi. Ushunqa makushunqeka. Izamawala, Mawala Wala. There is a moment you hear that scream, you can tell that is Dladla Mshunqisi's signature scream. At the moment you say, oh, yeah, Izamawala, Shunqa makushunqeka. Aw, lapha kuDladla Mshunqisi, all the way from KZN, KwaMashu to be exact. That's where Dladla Mshunqisi is based. But I believe he's signed under DJ Tira's record label. There is him giving us that song, Ushunqa makushunqeka, Izamawala Wala. Without any further ado, let's dive straight to Formula One Grand Prix. I believe this weekend all eyes are at Netherlands as the F1 Heineken Grand Prix returns.
Indeed, if you get check, this is Max Verstappen's home soil.
Oh,
So
yes.
you've been having a poor season, only having only one race, and you can see that okay, the coach is no longer the principal coach, Christian Horner. So we felt he's going to do better, but he's going to continue struggling. Then we had a break of 3.5 weeks, of which he need to sit down. Then make sure that he introspect himself and make sure that as he is going to play home, the fans will be watching there at home. So you need to start picking up those points because of the season is not yet over. There's still more close to 8 races that are left. So and you look at on the other side, Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, the McLaren guys, they're just having a season of their own there. So like we said, let's see if we will be able to do well. I'm looking at the standings as well. Oscar Piastri still topping the standings with 284 points, followed by Lando Norris with 275, just 9 gap points amongst the McLarens, which means they're competing amongst one another by the looks of things. Max Verstappen is 187, is way behind as the defending champion as well. So he needs to do better. George Russell at number 4, 172 points, and lastly we've got Charles Leclerc, 151 points. So I would have loved to see Lewis Hamilton, but then I've said that 106 title victories as he tops everyone. Should do better, but by the looks of things, no signs at all. He managed to change from Ferrari to Mercedes, but nothing is really happening. So he needs to do better. So I'm also looking at those individual cars. McLaren, like I said, it's their season, 559 points. What a gap. Ferrari, 260 points, almost like a half, accompanied by 39 points. So they also tried their best, but not enough. Mercedes, 236 points. And then we've got number 4, Red Bull, on 194 points. And last week we also concluding the motorsport, where the Marquis continue to be on form. Marc Marquez against the likes of Pedro Acosta and Marco Bezzecchi. Those were the 3 drivers who were on the podium for their bikes. So looking at the standings as well, I realized that Marc Marquez also has stretched a huge gap, 455 points, followed by Alex Marquez on 280. Then we've got Francisco Bagnaia, the defending champion, is also struggling there. He couldn't make it within the podium as well, so things are not going well, just like him and Max Verstappen in the F1 motor racing. So he's currently seated on 228. Not forgetting Marco Bezzecchi, the second winner there on the podium, 197, trying to reduce the gap deficit amongst him and Francisco Bagnaia. And lastly, we've got the Pedro Acosta who managed to be on the podium as well in this MotoGP. So also they are taking a break for as far as motorsport is concerned, and then it will resume fortnight with the Catalonia MotoGP next next weekend. So let's see if they will be able to continue where they left off for the Marquis guys as well as Francisco Banaya. So it's a battle against the defending champions and the Marquis brothers. So very, very, very interesting. But with F1 motor racing, it looks like the season is concluding, and with 8 races that are left for the season, the Marquis guys, especially Marc Marquez, will definitely be the winner, judging from the huge gap he's just stressed against Max Verstappen.
By Marquis, you're referring to McLaren.
Marquis, it's only for what you call motorsport.
Oh.
So with the what you call
Motor racing.
F1 motor racing, the Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri,
The McLaren boys.
the McLaren boys. But at least one of the two will emerge victorious, because the only gap